It's okay. Hang on. Ustaz tak jawab phone lah. Encik Irfan cari. Ada tak?
Tadi dia ada mesej. Dia kata pukul 9 dia nak bertolak repeat dia.
Saya bagi tahu dia terus pukul 11. Selamat datang, good day, and welcome to the International and Domestic Virtual Colloquium, or COMAT 2023, organized by the Institute of Teacher Education, International Languages Campus, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm Joanne, and I'm the moderator for today's colloquium webinar series. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on our live YouTube channel and EduWeb TV for COMAT 2023. The theme for this year's colloquium is Optimizing Future-Proof Education. The goal of this colloquium is to provide the space for educators all over the world to discuss, share, and exchange views with fellow educators on topics related to education and how it is transforming globally. Indeed, through this colloquium, there is plenty to learn and expand our knowledge. KUALA 2023 brings to you 18 series in the form of individual webinars with speakers from Malaysia and other countries. Well, with us today, this is the 15th series of our virtual colloquium, and I hope you will stay tuned till the end of this session. However, before we listen to the talk, let me lay out a few housekeeping matters. First, everyone who attends to this webinar series and registers their attendance will be given an e-certificate. Your e-certificate can be downloaded from the KUALA 2023 Google site, which will remain open until Friday, 16 April. When you register, your name and your email address, make sure that they are typed accurately. The registration link will be shared about 30 minutes into the webinar. All right, 30 minutes. For viewers joining us from the Ministry of Education Malaysia, your attendance will be recorded in SPL KPM manually. Hence, please make sure you provide the correct IC number in the attendance form to avoid your registration from being rejected. Now, second, your feedback is important to us. Please take some time to answer a short survey shared via the link pinned in the chat box later. Thirdly, we would love to hear from you during today's presentation. If you have any questions for our speaker, please feel free to send them through the chat box. The speaker will be answering your questions at the end of the session. If we don't answer your questions during today's webinar, we will be sure to follow through afterwards. And finally, we would like to encourage you to share today's webinar and others with others through your social networks. Now, allow me to introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Malathi Balakrishnan. Okay, Dr. Malathi Balakrishnan, who received her Doctor of Philosophy in Physical Education at the University Malaya, is a physical education lecturer at Institute of Teacher Education International Languages Campus, IPGKBA, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. She has 27 years of teaching experience in physical education, 6 years in schools, 21 years in Teacher Training Institute. Hence, she has 15 years in technical campus, of which she was a HOD for 4 years, and she joined IPBA or IPGKBA in 2017 with the Physical Education and Core Curriculum Department, of which she has served as the HOD from 2020 to 2022. Now, Dr. Malathi is an innovation enthusiast with an amazing track record of achievements. She received 22 medals in innovation competitions in physical education and sports field, 2 platinum medals in Insight, INSIDE International Innovation Competition 2019, IPGKBA Innovation Competition 2021, 10 gold medals in institute level, national and international level from 2016 to 2022, 6 silver medals in institute level, national and international level from 2016 to 2023. All right, so 4 bronze medals in institute, national and international levels from 2016-2022. That's a lot, right? So let's move on to her area of research and publication. She has published a total of 18 research articles of different levels, campus, national, and as well as international. She has received Best Paper Award during the 18th International Conference on Education, Research, and Innovation 2016. And Dr. Malathi was awarded Tokoh Inovasi, Innovation Figure in 2019 by the International Languages Campus Institute of Teacher Education, Malaysia. Besides, Dr. Malathi has also served as one of the innovation judges at the National Innovation Competition at the Institute and IPGM levels for 10 years. She was awarded the Excellent Service Award for 2 years, namely 2014 and 2021. She is also a panel for teacher candidate selection qualification for IPGM and a panel who have developed modules for the teacher candidate physical fitness test guideline. Up to the present, she is also an appointed Senate member at the Institute of Teacher Education Malaysia, IPGM, and currently the president of Persatuan Pendidikan Jasmani Malaysia, also known as Physical Education Association of Malaysia. She has a number of intellectual properties innovation projects, which include innovative teaching games for understanding approach, innovative TGFU stands for Teaching Games for Understanding Approach in Modified Game Projects Enhances Trainee Teachers 6C, and of course, the latest one, which is My Hill 2.0. A lot of things you can see there, and she also a writer of 2 books published, which are Reflective Journal, Innovation in Traditional Games, and an e-book entitled VCP EBIG. Okay. Her motto is to be inspired and inspire others in her life, in her career, and to all of us as a role model. All right, so active teachers keep fit to be on your feet is the topic of today's webinar. Today's webinar explores and focuses on the importance of teachers with good health, on the what and how to go about it. Drawing on a teacher educator's inner awareness on the importance of physical education and sports teachers' role in our Malaysian education system, this session will present insights and recommendations on how teacher training institutes can prepare physical education and sports teachers for the future. KUALA 2023 has been looking on topics related to health education since Series 13. And now I am pretty sure we are very excited to hear more about this topic from the point of view of a physical education scholar. Without further delay, let's please welcome Dr. Malathi Balakrishnan.
Good morning, Joanne.
Hi, good morning, Doctor. So could you please share with our audience how do you define your title of your presentation for today?
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow educators, teachers, my dear students. I'm very honored to share an interesting topic today. Active teachers keep fit to be on your feet. And the theme of this international and domestic virtual colloquium is optimizing future-proof education. So as an active teacher, what will be the teacher's role? Active teachers keep fit to be on your feet. Keep fit is staying physically active. Eating healthy food in a balanced is very important to help you get energy you need, maintain good health, and have strong bones and muscles. To be on your feet. Well, Cambridge Dictionary define it to be healthy again after a period of illness. What we can see after these 3 years of pandemic, how we can accelerate the change. As active teachers need to be aware of post-normal change to optimize future-proof education. Regular exercise can improve our personal fitness and health. Okay, for an active teacher, in a passive learning, teachers are seen as a source of knowledge and understanding. By contrast, in active learning, teachers guide students to construct their own knowledge and understanding. They also introduce students to various skills such as, so for physical education teachers, Joanne, for physical education teachers, our objective is not only for the cognitive domain, which is knowledge, understanding, applying, analysis, evaluation, or evaluating and creating. We also have objective, psychomotor objective, we call it psychomotor domain, which is physical ability,
All right.
fitness level, competitive techniques, tactics, and problem solving. Not only that, hard or the effective domain, that is communication, leadership, respect, resilience, effort, and confidence. So therefore, active teachers need to have all these three objectives, three main domain, which is cognitive, head, psychomotor, hands, and effective heart, before they plan out their objective for their lessons. Corbin and Welk define how the active teachers keep fit to be on your feet. Well, we have some control on the health, wellness, and physical fitness, and we got least control of hereditary and disability. Okay, of course, that part we have least control, but we have somehow control on the environmental factors, physical, social, cultural, and spiritual, and healthcare system. But as a physical educators and sports lecturers and teachers, we have most control on the students' healthy lifestyles, on personal actions and interactions, cognition, emotion, how we can engage our students in regular physical activity, and managing stress, adapting good healthy habits. That is, we can control. Most of the physical educators and teachers, we can control this to have a better health, wellness, and physical fitness. For us, the teacher trainers, how Teacher Training Institute can prepare physical education and sports teachers for the future? Well, this is a very interesting topic and a question for me before I came up with this, how to go about it. Okay, let us look at the vision of Malaysia Madani, the concept drafted by our Prime Minister, the framework which is to build a sustainable and prosperous Malaysia based on care and compassion, mutual respect, innovation, and trust, where inclusiveness and equality are embraced by the whole nation. Okay, this book, Madani, it is also written in English, called Script. We look at 6 main concepts, that is sustainability, care and compassion, respect, innovation, prosperity, and trust. Many have used this book on how we can see Malaysia in future. But let me share some of my insight on how in teacher training we can see the prosperous of Malaysia, new Malaysia or future Malaysia in the field of sports and physical education.
Yes.
For the sustainability concept, sustainable competencies can be developed appropriately designed pedagogies, as I explained earlier, our cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domain. So these are the important elements for the physical educators and sports teachers, and how we can use sustainable diet and healthy lifestyle for future generation. Sustainable competences are future-oriented: thinking, collaboration, critical thinking, ability to use media. Talking about ability to use media, in International Languages Campus, we organize a sports day using a drone. Okay, these are some of the pictures taken. We can see how the drone, with using drone technology, we did a live telecast on YouTube for the viewers, for the campus community to watch our sports day live on the same day, when we find it for some of them to go to the field. Well, no problem. We can still use technology and telecast this live event to all the campus community. Second concept in this book is care and compassion. Care and compassion aim to make compassionate Malaysian. So, care and compassion for physical educators, how we can care and show compassion towards the welfare of our students. Can compassion of primary and secondary school curriculum, as I'm involved in the curriculum developing, so we carefully develop the curriculum for future generation. And can compassion not only in schools or institute, but also promote care and compassion at home and at workplace, and find ways to mitigate the cost and eliminate financial burden. These are the things stated in this book, and how the physical educators and sports teachers can utilize some of the suggestions given to draft out our lesson and activities. Third component is the respect. I'm sure you and me, we always want respect. So how we can include the respect in our inclusion, education, equality, and human dignity. How kids today need to navigate for the world tomorrow. They need to be treated respectfully. Therefore, we need to prepare our teachers, our future sports and physical education teachers, for physical and psychological competencies. Imagine in future our students will come to school with their gadget. How are we going to handle this respectfully? Okay, these are the challenges.
Tricky as well.
Okay, and then the fourth component or the concept, which is very close to me, Joanne.
Yes.
That is innovation. I got so excited when I was reading this book, and it is mentioned about innovation. How innovation, new ideas, products, and novel processes can be used to see our future-proof education. Innovative physical education teachers prepare creative environment for their students. Every day we have to think creatively how we can prepare a creative environment for our students. And dynamic potential Malaysian society will shape a more desirable future. That's stated by our Prime Minister. I totally agree to that, because every day when we include innovation and creativeness in our lesson, we can see wonders.
Yes.
In physical education and co-curriculum department in International Languages campus, we promote innovative culture among the campus community by creating the Physical Education Innovation Lab. This is our project for this year, and the viewers can go and see yourself. It is in the YouTube, Physical Education Innovation Lab for the year 2023. So not only that, the students are excited and they will come to our lab to get more ideas on how to prepare an innovation project, how to write a report, and brainstorm ideas with all of us. Not only that, in this Madani book also mentioned about prosperity. When I attended the how to seminar Membangunkan Malaysia Madani, the seminar on Malaysian, it is stated, for the prosperity, important element for all of us to look at how the teachers, physical education teachers, can have access to effective healthcare. Healthcare is an important component. Without health, we cannot be active teachers. Active teachers need to learn the values and how we want all our students to achieve a high quality education. So for that, teachers, physical educators, sports teachers need to be healthy themselves, and how they can reach or they can prepare environment for the students to reach their potential. Okay, stable families and supportive communities. Talking about prosperity, Joanne,
Yes.
in International Languages campus, we also adapted this in our program called My Healthy Eating Active Lifestyle. So we had My Health 2.0 for the year 2023. What is new in this program? We promoted 100,000 steps.
100,000 steps. Wow.
Yes, in 10 days. So it is a very competitive, and many students and lecturers took part in this challenge. Not only that, we had a few other activities of nature walk, trampoline jump, demonstration on salad demonstration. Okay, these are some of the activities that we carried out in this program, and we received good support from the campus communities and students. Last concept stated in the Madani is the trust. Strong and confidence of faith. We need to promote critical, value-based learning. We have to trust our students. We have to take Malaysian education to the next level. How we can do that? We must initiate greater future-oriented elements into the curriculum, including new materials from practical technology learning. We listened to previous speakers. Dr. Rosie mentioned about how we can collaborate, how we can have future generation collaborate their programs. We have to trust our students to collaborate and have networking with their friends and students from other countries. Okay, we have to create all this. The important role of physical education and sports teachers. Healthy body, healthy mind. Therefore, physical educators have to find a holistic approach to provide a positive outcome. Not only that, regular exercise to improve personal fitness and health. Students need to practice more healthy diets if they are going to be active agents in struggle against obesity. One of the presenter, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Adam, he discussed about obesity problem in Malaysia. Well, we need to help our students to practice, not only talk about theories of how to practice a healthy diet. We have to educate our students to practice healthy diet if they are going to be active agent to struggle against the obesity. So these are the practices that in International Languages Campus that we practice to encourage our educators, teachers, students to practice healthy lifestyle and physical fitness in regular basis. Yes, Joanne.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much for the in-depth explanation. So you have defined each keyword in your title with great depth, and I'm sure our audience are clear enough. However, I'm very attracted to the 3 H's that I could see just now, which refer to the head, the hands, and there's one more, the heart. Yes, the heart. So all these 3, they are actually, do they actually coincide? Do they work together, or can they be working in isolation?
Well, very interesting question. See, for educators, when we prepare a lesson plan, normally for language, you have to have the cognitive objective, right? So students be able to apply whatever content given to them, analyze. Well, for physical educators and sports teachers, we have to include the psychomotor domain, which is how by using the whatever content knowledge that they receive from the lesson, and they have to apply in the physical ability, or how they going to apply that in the competitive sports, or how in a real sports situation, how they problem solve, how they handle the ball situation, how they pass the ball, how they find their teammate to pass the ball or receive the ball. See, these are the problem solving on practical matters the students need to apply, or our kids need to adopt in the real game situation. And at the same time, they must build their communication skill, their social skill with respect, with confidence, with full effort. So with the three domains is interconnected. We cannot leave out any of this one when we are planning our lesson plan.
Okay, so they don't work in isolation.
No.
They are interconnected.
Yeah.
And we need to have very healthy levels of these three areas.
Yeah.
Healthy head, healthy hands, healthy heart, and not forgetting our feet as well.
Yes.
Part of your title.
Yes.
Okay. And furthermore, you have used script, SCRIPT, very interesting, as the foundation in the preparation of future-proofing physical education and sports teachers. And this is truly a beneficial amalgamation to the betterment of this area. Right. So now we have focused on the physical education and sports teachers in helping their students to keep fit. How about those non-physical education and sports teachers? Could you shed some light for them? As in what they can do in their classroom, let's say they are teaching languages or maths and science, history.
Thank you. For that, I would like to share some of these my research findings. Okay, teachers, generally we can adopt the gamification in our lesson plan. We have a lot of games and traditional games, modified games, and this is a proven study, innovation in traditional games, a case study of trainee teachers' learning experience. So some of our trainee teachers adopted the innovation in traditional games when they're preparing the lesson plan during practicum. So a lot of things merged from this study as students' collaboration, students' creativity, ability to interact with their friends. So intellectual ability improve. See some of these, another study I'd like to share, construction of cardiovascular endurance test norms for physical fitness on teacher candidates. So for the teacher candidates, we also make sure that only fit teachers are coming to teachers training. So not only that, another research findings, enhancing creative thinking and innovation among trainee teachers during the game project. So for the sports educators, for the coaches, they can also include teaching games for understanding concept, which is gamification, competitiveness. We respect the students. We give them environment to decision make, problem solve. And it is proven, students, teachers, friends, whoever have the component of games in their lesson plans, it shows our students' environment, fun learning. We are creating the fun learning environment. So therefore, not only for physical educators and sports lecturers, for other aspects or other topics like languages, mathematics, and it is a proven research. We can see in other research also. Okay, I have another research here. Fun games to curb obesity. Okay, we also used how the fun games can curb obesity among school students. So our trainee teachers, they went to school for practicum with a set of fun games to be carried out in their lesson plans. And studies shown that the students are very actively engaged. They'll be looking forward for the next physical education class. And also, the sports aspect can be used, or the game concept can be used in other lessons as well. And the recent research, deep learning goals in modified games, enhances trainee teachers 6 C's. So this is what we are talking about, transformation of future teachers, how we can enhance our teachers or the students 6 C's. So proven.
Proven.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much for your wide discussion, your response towards for these non-physical education teachers, and we do aware that in a classroom there are different types of learners in the classroom. So with what you have suggested, that it would actually is a joy to the learners who learn kinesthetically,
Yeah.
and whenever there is the psychomotor activities, so the children actually like attracted to participate. Yeah, so it is actually like cross curriculum.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are right, Joanne. See, when you're talking about active teachers, we have to understand our students' psychology, students' development. They will be happy when they are awarded, when they are in the competitive with their friends.
Yes.
And we, as a teachers, we must understand how to enhance their happy hormone on the day, how to reward them, how to make them happy in the classroom with a game environment, fun environment. So physical education teachers or the sports teachers, they have this ability to use the fun element in the classroom. Because when we're talking about future education, our environment cannot be like before, that is chalk and talk, or we only give notes to the students. Students need to be actively engaged, hands-on activities.
Hands-on.
Let them make the mistake and we facilitate them how to problem solve. We give them the encouragement when they already find some solution to the problem. We tap on their back and say, good, well done. That will build their confidence and to try out more. We cannot run away from the future perspective of innovation. So teachers, educators, please have innovation in your classroom. So that will encourage more of problem solving, more of decision-making environment for the students.
I see. All right. Okay. So if we focus on the heart, how do these active teachers take care of the heart of their students in the classroom, especially when they don't win, they don't get the rewards? So how do we maintain a balance, as according to one of the elements in script, that would be in the point of, which one? Social? No, not that one. Is a sustainability. Yeah, but one of the elements in
Yeah,
script.
correct. Sustainability.
Yes.
So, very interesting question. Even my students ask me this question. In sustainability, we are talking about collaboration. We are talking about critical thinking. We are talking about problem solving. In a game situation, when the students have to think about head, heart, and hands, okay? So we teachers have to create the environment for the students. The competitiveness, for example, in a game situation, they have to compete with their other friends in the same classroom. But during the game, they practice the competitiveness and they have respect for their team. We encourage that. That means win or lose, we have to respect our team members. So therefore, the students love to take part in the competitive sports because they know win or lose, they'll be respected by their friends. And also, teacher will reward them or appreciate their contribution, participation, engaging in the activity. See, these are the things that we encourage our students, not only win. If only winners are awarded, there'll be only winners will be talking about the success. We have a lot of success stories, not only the winners, but Thomas Alva Edison, 9,999 times he failed to discover the electricity. So therefore, innovate, make a lot of prototype and find the ways, and whatever innovation that we did before no longer be suitable for today. We need to see and look at new things. Probably that is why we came up with My Hill 2.0, because My Hill 1.0 is no longer suitable now. We are after pandemic. and therefore we have to include the new element. See, that is what stated in the sustainability, that is, look at the new things, the change, not only the change, accelerate the change. Why? Because a lot of things are coming so drastic change. We have to use drone in our sports day. We are using coding, new technology. See, these are the things the teachers need to enhance themselves and also create environment for their students in the classroom, not only in the classroom, also outside the classroom. Yeah.
All right. Interesting answer there you have. And I guess we still have some time for one last question.
Yes.
Our theme is about future-proof education. I believe what attracted the audience could be the traditional games that you highlighted just now in one of your research articles. We are going back using traditional games for to help, to assist, to improve this active teachers' way of improving their teaching and learning in the classroom. So now it is something like two extreme ages. We are talking about future proof today, and you have traditional games which is like backwards. So could you please elaborate more how traditional games in the past could be brought forward as in one of the examples to optimize future-proof education here?
Okay, good.
I hope my question makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Innovation in traditional games. Traditional games, not many of us in the classroom. When I ask my students, do you know how to play? Gasing, or how to play batu seremban. These are our Malaysian tradition games. How to play ketenting. The students will look at me and, doctor, we have never played that game before. So we use these traditional games during their warm-up session to introduce the traditional game in one way, and second, to have some fun elements in the classroom. I explained just now that how we can embed in our lesson plan the fun elements. So the traditional games give us the platform of how to have some fun elements in our classroom. And at the same time, students also understand about the traditional games. It is not one whole lesson of the traditional games, but it is used as a warm-up session. Of course, at the end of the day, the lesson plan will be a short part, or the lesson plan will be athletic events, but they will have some traditional game of hide and seek, or gala panjang, or what are the traditional games that you know?
I think you use the rope that made of
Rope jumping,
bands.
zero point.
And then marbles.
Marbles, yes, marbles. Chongka. So these are some of the traditional games. And Joanne, let me share. I've recorded my best paper award for this article. Okay, when I presented this article in international conference, at the same time we are promoting of what are our Malaysian traditional games to the readers outside there. At the same time, our students also learn the other components like collaborating, interesting elements. Chinese students, at the first time they learn about konda kondi, that is Indian games.
Indian traditional games.
Indian traditional games. And Chongka, of course, is played by not only in Malaysia, other countries also have this game. So traditional game, don't only look at it as a traditional, but we are bringing our Malaysian traditional to other countries as well. When we're talking about future education, not only that we are looking at drones and technology, but at the same time we must have some balance with what is our Malaysian traditional. Okay, so therefore this is a very interesting element to include the traditional games in our warm-up session. Okay, of course, my lesson for the day will be athletic. My lesson for the day will be a sports event. My lesson for the day will be biomechanics. But I can still have a traditional game as a warm-up session. This is what is stated in this study.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's sort of like hitting two birds with one stone.
Yep.
So in the future, we still look back to our culture, heritage, and of course the traditional games.
Correct.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Malathi, for sharing your insightful views and in-depth discussion on the topic, as well as interesting findings from the research that you have conducted throughout these years. And especially when she talked about the area of innovation, you could see that her eyes are actually brightening up. Okay, so yeah, with that, we would like to conclude the webinar session for today. Thank you all for watching. We hope you have learned and enjoyed today's webinar presentation. I would like to once again thank our speaker, Dr. Malathi Balakrishnan, and not to forget our technical team here at the Institute of Teacher Education International Languages Campus, IPGKBA, especially Satya, Daini, and Fazzi. And to express our gratitude to Educational Resources and Technology Division, BSTP, Ministry of Education Malaysia. Especially to people behind the scene, the producer, Dr. Suras, studio director, Mr. Muhammad Azian, webmaster, Mr. Muhammad Farid, stream yard, Ms. Nura Ain Aisman, and our wonderful and esteemed viewers. Please do not forget our next webinar series, which will be held tomorrow, Tuesday, 11 April 2023. This is going to be the 16th from the 18th series. It will be live at 10 a.m. Malaysian time. We will have Madam Fazlina binti Said, the Deputy Director of Social Science Sector, Curriculum Development Division, Ministry of Education Malaysia with us. Till then, jumpa lagi. See you again. Goodbye from Malaysia.
Goodbye.
Bye.